Hey everybody, welcome to my review for Ninjago Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu Episode 4.
The belly of the beast.
What he said. So anyway, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and check back every day for more reviews. As I get them out, I am doing them. But just want to quickly say, this episode, as you just heard, is in English now. The English has released on Cartoon Network. The first 8 episodes are on the app in the US, and then the first 2 episodes have been released on the official channel, and with new episodes coming every week. So, you can now watch them in English. As for the Ukraine, they've stopped airing after episode 8 because they haven't got any more. That's all they received. When they're getting the next episode, still unknown. Whether they get it before, the English catch up is still unknown, but we'll find out. And yeah, this review will be also now able to understand what they were saying and what the episode was about, because, well, you can actually understand it. Ukraine was kind of not understandable. Although people made subtitles, one thing which I actually mentioned in my first review, is the Ukraine subtitles felt off to me. And also, I knew that they would not be exact word for word. I knew that they were probably because there were some things in the subtitles that I read that I was like, that doesn't seem like something that character would say. And yeah, it's definitely, I would say, 40% correct. So first up, I just want to talk about one point from the last episode, which now that it's in English, I can talk about more about it. It is a major spoiler, so, thing in a way, but basically the samurai cave that I said in the last episode, it's actually not a samurai cave. It's it's just a base that Wu and Pixel were working on for the ninjas. It wasn't actually samurai. I really wish it was, but it wasn't. It's not really actually confirmed what it is, so I'm going to call it samurai cave because it just seems more like a samurai cave. But yeah, and Pixel's the one that revealed it in a way, but it's not, and yeah. Alright, so moving on to the actual review for episode 4 of Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu. Basically, it's, starts off exactly where it ended. As I said, the land bounty has been damaged in their escape from Bernie the Beetle. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say Bernie. That's kind of a minor spoiler. Not really too big, so that's fine. I won't get into too much detail about Bernie. If you want to know more about Bernie, then you watch the episode. But basically, they're fixing the bounty, and Jay's carving some kind of message in the rock. Basically, he says, he's carving something so people know who they are when they find them. Basically thinking they're all going to die. He kind of always gives up hope. He's always the first one to give up hope. Well, he's not really giving up hope. It's more like a safety measure or something. It's just something that he does. It's a little funny, but it's also a little repetitive. So, anyway. After that, he walks off, does some stuff, kind of draws the attention of Bernie and almost gets eaten. This kind of seen in the trailer, so it's kind of known. Here at this point, we also see another thing that I want to mention is Guy, when he uses his fire powers. This episode in particular, the episodes before that weren't as bad, but this episode in particular, his fire hands don't look like fire hands. Like, if you look at them, it looks more like lava hands, and it's just like, really? Really? Lava hands? Come on, people. Like, it looks nothing like fire. Anyway, after that, we skip ahead to that night where the ninjas are around the campfire, singing campfire songs and, hanging out. No. They're basically talking about how they're going to get the part to fix the bounty, which is inside Bernie. That's basically why the episode's called Belly of the Beast. I mean, come on. So they obviously do their usual way of deciding, which is basically they do their rock, paper, claws, which is a common thing that they do. And yes, I'm saying rock, paper, claws because they haven't got fingers, so it can't be rock, paper, scissors. But anyway, that happens. Zane basically wins or loses. I'm not entirely sure how they were why they were doing it like that. I mean, shouldn't it be who loses? But anyway, he wins. I'm pretty sure he won, but it's just like it doesn't make sense. I mean, shouldn't he lose and then be picked? But that happens. Jay again gets uncomfortably close, which I will say this season, over all the other seasons, has had Jay end up uncomfortably close to the ninjas in certain scenes throughout pretty much every episode so far. Like it's very uncomfortable, and not in a bad way that makes the episode bad, but more in a way that when I'm watching it, I feel very uncomfortable in that moment. I'm just like, wow, this is so uncomfortable. Like if someone did that to me, I'll be like, I literally shove them off. I'll be like, wait, okay, this is uncomfortable now. So the next day, obviously, they prepare to have Zane get eaten. I know it's kind of dark, but yeah. Even though people say this season's not dark, I mean, that's pretty dark. I mean, they had Zane get eaten by a giant beetle. I mean, that's pretty dark. But anyway, it's just a brighter vibe. Anyway, basically, they have the rock thing, Cole's bike, like a fishing rod. They send down Zane to the sand. He makes noise because that's how you draw the attention. Feel the vibration. And the beetle eats him. After this, we get to see more visions of for Zane. Basically, more of Aspira in the hidden base, where the ninja's new base. Which obviously, if you've seen the trailer, she ends up there. Actually, you've seen the teaser too. That also kind of shown the fire snakes in the base. So there's that, and also we see more of the ice fortress and the ice dragon. Now, as far as I can see so far, and as I strongly feeling, like I've said previously, this makes me feel like the ice samurai will not appear until the second half of the season, and all this will be about fire snakes, and then we'll get glimpses like this, and then right at the end, either end and then start new season, or it'll be like a cliffhanger. It's something like that, but whatever happens, happens. Zane then wakes up in the belly. He gets a piece. We see the stomach acid dissolve, a skull, a Lego skull head, like, stomach acid would do. It's not really, it's like kind of scientific. On the outside, while Zane's still in there, the ninjas are basically fishing for the beetle playing tug-of-war with Bernie. It's a fun game for a while. I mean, they're having some struggling. Bernie's a pretty tough guy, I tell you that. He really knows how to play tug-of-war. They obviously actually end up down on the ground to actually fight, which means they have to fight the little beetles too. There are little beetles. They're just nothing really. It's just he's got children. So, is Bernie a female or male? That's what I want to know. Or is it like one of those creatures that actually doesn't have a gender and can switch between genders? Because some creatures can do that. But here we also see again, Kai uses fire powers, which again looks like lava, not fire. So like big balls of fire, lava. So it's like doesn't look like fire. They end up causing indigestion for Bernie, which then he spits out both Zane and Cole's hat. Yes, Cole's hat got eaten previous episode. So Cole's happy that he got his hat back, and Zane gets out with the piece, and they fix the land bounty. Now, that's the easy part. The next part is getting away from Bernie without him damaging the land bounty again, which they do, and everything's all good. That's basically the entire episode in a way. Avoiding major spoilers. So, that's basically the Desert of Doom episode. That's basically what the place is called. That's also a spoiler, but I'm assuming things. I mean, it's just calling a landmark. Who cares about the landmark if you can learn about the other stuff. And so that's the end, and then we go to credits, and yeah, that's the end of episode 4. And well, yeah. So anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check back every day for more reviews. I'm actually pretty far behind on the Ukraine version, but I'm actually 2 episodes ahead on the English version, so it's kind of balances out. But I will be doing the reviews all the way to episode 8. Actually, I'm behind if you count the app, but if you don't count the app and you just count the TV, anyway, let's not get so I will be doing the reviews. I do have other stuff I gotta do too, so it's a little bit harder, but I am working on them. So again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified when more reviews arrive. Alright, see ya!